Hey, mystery lovers, join me as we dive again into a world of ancient secrets, powerful beings, and untold histories. Together, we'll explore the hidden forces and pivotal moments that shape the fate of humanity. Get ready to uncover the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of this epic journey. This is The Children of Seran, an arrival of the Starborn Chronicle. As Seran and her followers broke away from Ikaru and the rest of the Ishari, they became not only rulers, but also gods in the eyes of humanity. Their presence grew more tangible, and their influence over human civilizations deepened. But what was hidden from mortal eyes was far more profound. In secret, Seran and her most loyal Ishari began experimenting with human DNA, blending it with their own to create a new race, the ethereal Titans, known to humanity as Nephilim. These hybrid beings were designed to be the perfect soldiers, possessing the strength and power of their celestial creators, while harnessing the adaptability and fierce resilience of humanity. Seran envisioned them as the ultimate weapons, an unstoppable army to finally crush Ikaru. Taller and more imposing than any human, with a natural command over the elements and inborn wisdom, the ethereal Titans were designed to conquer. Yet, within them also simmered a dark hunger for power, an ambition inherited from both their Ishari and human sides. At first, Seran saw the ethereal Titans as the ultimate bridge between the divine and mortal worlds. They were stronger than humans, capable of bending nations to their will, and yet they were more adaptable and cunning than the pure-blooded Ishari. Seran, now the self-proclaimed Queen of the Fallen, saw in them the potential to reshape the future of Earth, where the ethereal Titans would be the ruling class, gods walking amongst men. For a time, the ethereal Titans spread across the lands, influencing human cultures and solidifying their rule. Great cities were built in their name, and they demanded worship, just as their parents had. Their appetites were vast, and they craved not just power, but adoration and conquest. Some grew to be warriors, others kings, and still others scholars of forbidden knowledge. They had inherited the gifts of both worlds, but also the hubris that came with such power. But as their numbers grew, so did their unchecked ambitions. The ethereal Titans, though part human, saw themselves as superior in every way. They began to lord over humans like tyrants, forcing them into servitude. Whole civilizations bent under the rule of these demigods, and the lands were scarred by endless wars waged in the name of the ethereal Titans' insatiable thirst for dominance. Seran watched with pride as her children took control of the earth. Yet she also sensed a growing imbalance. The Titans' power was great, but their human side made them volatile, prone to fits of violence and jealousy. Their lust for control was fracturing the very world she had hoped to mold into her vision of perfection. As the ethereal Titans rose in power, so too did the discontent among the humans. Whispers of rebellion began to spread, and some even turned to Ikaru and his followers in search of salvation. Ikaru, who had remained distant since his conflict with Seran, had always believed that the humans should be left to their own fate. Yet, as he saw the devastation wrought by the ethereal Titans, he could no longer stand idle. In the shadows of the world, Ikaru's loyalists began to gather their strength once more. They sought not to destroy the ethereal Titans outright, but to cleanse the earth of their influence. A great reckoning was coming, one that would decide the fate of both the ethereal Titans and their creators. For as powerful as they were, the Titans were not immortal, and they were vulnerable to the same temptations and weaknesses as their human ancestors. The ethereal titans, sensing the growing threat, began to fight amongst themselves, each seeking to claim the title of supreme ruler. Brother turned against brother, and their once united front began to crumble. Wars erupted across the globe, and the very fabric of the world began to tear under the weight of their ambitions. In a desperate bid to prevent their self-destruction, Seran used her powers to unite the warring Nephilim, reminding them of their common enemy, Ikaru. She stood before them, her voice echoing through the chaos, commanding their loyalty and reminding them that their true destiny was not to fight one another, but to overthrow the old celestial order. Her words, laced with divine authority, ignited a final rallying cry within the Nephilim, and their bloodlust turned toward Ikaru and his Ishari. Under Seran's command, they ceased their infighting and prepared for the ultimate battle. Seran, realizing that the time had come to face Ikaru directly, unleashed her full might. Confident in the power of her now united Nephilim army, she launched a full-scale attack against Ikaru and his loyal Ishari. The towering Nephilim marched across the lands, wielding the elemental forces with which they had been born. Their colossal forms cut through Ikaru's forces like an unstoppable storm, and Seran stood among them, certain that her final victory was at hand. And so, Ikaru made the ultimate decision. With the immense power of his followers, Ikaru summoned a cataclysmic force. The skies darkened and an ominous silence fell upon the battlefield. Ikaru's voice thundered across the heavens. "These creatures are an abomination, and they shall be purged from this world." The great deluge began. Furious storms and relentless rains poured from the sky, drowning the earth under a torrent of celestial wrath. Lightning struck down the towering Nephilim, their colossal forms collapsing into the churning floodwaters. The great cities they had built were submerged, their legacies erased beneath the rising tides. Seran fought against the deluge, her powers clashing with the storm, but it was futile. Her creations, the mighty Nephilim, were swept away. The floodwaters rose, submerging everything, kingdoms, civilizations, and all who had followed her vision of dominance. Though their mortal forms were destroyed, the essence of the ethereal titans could not be fully extinguished. Their celestial nature was too deeply tied to the earth. Even as their bodies decayed beneath the floodwaters, their spirits lingered, bound eternally to the mortal realm. Their insatiable hunger for power and control twisted their once mighty essence, transforming them into dark, malevolent forces that would forever haunt humanity. In time, the remnants of the Nephilim spirits became known to mortals as evil spirits, invisible beings that sowed chaos, mischief, and despair wherever they passed. They were the restless echoes of Seran's fallen children, cursed to wander the earth for eternity, their ambition and hunger never fully satisfied. For all their strength, the ethereal titans had been undone by the very flaws that came with their humanity. Pride, greed, and an insatiable thirst for power. The great deluge had purged their physical forms, but their legacy would live on, a haunting reminder of the dangers of blending the divine with the mortal. In the deepest corners of the world, those who still carried the bloodline of the Nephilim would wait, biding their time, ready to reclaim their birthright when the stars aligned once more. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to stay updated for more mysterious tales. Until then, keep your curiosity alive and your lights on. Thanks for watching.